All right. Up here. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. So, best part about today, you already know how to do it all.
Really?
No joke.
No cap.
No cap. No cap.
No cap. No rap cap. No rap cap.
Right.
No cap. You got
No rap.
Period.
period.
Period. No tampon.
Not long. You're going a little too far. Right.
Y'all say that?
No.
You like period, no pants. I swear to God, I'm going.
You just have to make sure you emphasize the teeth. Period.
Nah, that's gay.
Who said you gay?
You said period.
Let it go. All right. So, ranking method. Identifying a winner and ordering all remaining candidates. Okay, so you're doing the same methods we've already learned, but now instead of just telling me A wins, you're going to tell me A wins, C comes in second, B comes in third, and D comes in last. Okay? So you're not learning anything new per se, we're just pushing it a little bit farther. So they call this extended rankings. And extended means we're going to extend the info using the voting method one time. All right, so let's do this. We got 4 examples. Woo! Extended plurality. Okay, so what did plurality mean? First place votes. So we're looking at the number of first place votes. Okay, that means when we do plurality, I don't care about any of this. If I were you, I wouldn't cross that all out because you're going to need this for the rest of the methods.
You should probably say that.
Right. Sorry. Badness. All right. So now we're going to look at it. How many first place votes does A have? 14. Remember, it's the number at the top of the columns, not how many columns they're in. So A has 14, B has
4,
C
11,
and D
8.
Woo! Okay, so if you had to look at these first place votes, who's my winner?
A.
So guess what? They come in first. Who has the next highest?
C.
C. They come in second.
D.
And then D. And finally, B. That's all they mean by extended. So you're doing the method that you already know how to do, and then just ranking. Okay? Just ranking.
How was those people?
Oh. Were they trying to sell you like some kind of car insurance or something?
They were saying something about my health.
Oh.
Then call.
I get the phone calls all the time. Would you like to pay off your student loans? I don't have any. Thank you.
Right, I didn't even graduate yet.
Okay. Extended word account. We're looking at point total for this one. Okay. Remember, this is the one where we assigned points. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so I can use my table. Yeah, that works too. Is that better?
Yes.
All right. So, how many points do you get for coming in last place? One. And then 2, 3, and 4. So now we have to give everybody points in each column. So D comes in last in this first column 14 times. So they get 14 points. They get 2 points for third place. So they get 28 points for this column. 42 and 56. Okay.
So you're adding how much?
Your next column. Yes, this is exactly what we've been doing. Your second column goes by tens. So we go 10, 20, 30, and 40. My middle column goes by 8s. 16.
24, 32.
Good. Okay, my next one goes by 4s. So we've got 4.
8, 12.
And the last one goes by 1s. Questions on where any of that came from? Okay, now we need to get some grand totals. So you look at each column and add up all the points for A. So 56 plus 10 is 66 plus 8 is 74, 78, 79. Oops. Not 71, 79. Okay. What'd you say? For the last
circle.
Huh?
Number.
Where we at?
2.
Good. Okay. B's. We're at 42 plus 30 is 72, 88, 104, 106. C gives us 28, and 40 is 68, 92.
No.
No?
You have 68.
68.
Oh, never mind. You're right.
Yeah, 92, 100, 104. And then finally, D is my 14 and 20. So 34, 66, 78, 81. Okay. So now if I have to rank these, who comes in first?
D.
B, followed by C,
D.
D,
A.
and A.
That's what I'm doing.
That's it. Like I said, you already know how to do all this. It's just a matter of ranking the answers at the end.
So we just have to rank.
This is the easiest thing we've done in this whole class.
Whoop! There it is. I told you all I'm the crazy teacher, but you'll love it or you'll hate it. One or the other. Okay? Extended plurality with elimination. Remember, our goal with plurality with elimination is what? What are we trying to get somebody to have? The majority. Okay, so we're trying to get the majority. That's what our goal is. So the first thing I need to do is figure out how many points I need for that. If I have 24, 32, 36, 37 total people, how many do I need for a majority?
19.
Okay, because if you cut it in half, we're at 18 and a half. We always have to round up, so we're at 19 we need for a majority. So if you actually go back to when we did plurality, you told me A has 14, B has 4, C had 11, and D had 8. Nobody has that majority, so we need to get rid of somebody. Okay, we get rid of B. Well, when we get rid of B, they're in 4th place. The first person we get rid of is in 4th place.
So the don't remove.
Okay, so we go through and eliminate all of our B's from our chart. And when I do that, those 4 points that were originally at B now go to D, which now gives D 12. And I heard somebody say now C goes. So C leaves, which means they're in 3rd place. Well, C got its 11 points from this column and this column. So 10 of those points go to D, and the other point is also going to D. So they're actually going to get all 11, which gives them a total of 23. So D is now my winner, so they're in 1st, which puts A in 2nd. Okay, so as you eliminate with plurality with elimination, 4th place, the next person you eliminate, 3rd place, so on and so forth. One more. Ready? Bam! Pairwise. We got our 2 players matchup. So in this case, A versus B, A versus C, A versus D. B versus C, B versus D, and C versus D. Okay. We need to look at each column individually. Make sure that you're only looking at the 2 players for each column. Okay, we actually did this one before, so this should look awfully familiar. If you take a look at this, A and B, A takes the first column, A comes in last the rest of the way, which means B takes all of these. So B is your winner because A has 14 points and B has 23. Okay, that's going to happen with A versus C and A versus D. If A came in last place for all 4 of those columns, that means C and D also beat them. Any questions on where I got those winners from? I'm going to go back and look at it. Okay, B versus C. You take a look at the first column. This is a B column. The second column is C. Your third column is C, B, and C. So C is going to be your winner here with 19 points.
C.
Oh, I just circled B. You're right. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? B versus C. Okay. B and D. We're going B, B, D, B, and D. B's going to take that one.
and
The
C
way I
wins.
look at it, you need 19 points to have the majority. So as soon as somebody has 19 points, you can stop counting.
Oh, I see.
So like, if you just look at the first two columns, 14 plus 10 gives you 24. They automatically win. They have more than half. So if we look at C and D, C takes these first two columns. This would be D, D, and C. So yes, C is going to be your winner. Okay, so that means total at the end, A has 0 points, B's got 2, C has 3, and D has 1. Calculator down. Okay. So that's going to put C in first.
And also Condora. Condora.
Condorcet.
That one.
Third, and fourth. And yes, Kimberly just said that makes C your Condorcet candidate. Remember, in order to be a Condorcet candidate, you have to win every matchup you're in. So if I have 4 players, that means I have to beat 3 people. C has 3 points, which also makes them the Condorcet candidate. Okay. Questions? Okay. If you flip your packet over, I believe there's 3 problems. Okay. If you could kindly do those on a separate sheet of paper, that's going to be your homework tonight. Look, you don't have to look at a computer screen. Yay! Yes. Yes.